Your world and the world of TFNN, as we do each and every Wednesday at 36 past the first hour. We have our man, Mr. Ken Shreve from TheStreet.com, giving us a nice overview of what he thinks happening in this marketplace. Ken Shreve, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, everything's good. How are you?
Good. I'm doing good, man. I love a trader's market. I like them when they go up, down, and all around. You know,
Well, there are definitely opportunities out there, but you're right. I mean, you have to have a fairly quick holding period if you're fortunate enough to buy a stock or ETF or whatever your fancy is. If you get a quick 4, 5, 6% gain or more in a short period of time, you're probably better, to just take money off the table and go
take
find
it and
something
run.
else.
That's right. Take it and run, no doubt. So, of course, talk to me about this market action the last couple of days.
Well, I picked up the QID back on March 2nd, the double short NASDAQ, the QID, and it was funny. On March 2nd, I was in right around 51.50, and then the very next day, the Dow was up about 1.7%, and I just felt so silly. But I stuck with the position because I had to stick with my conviction. The market was giving enough signs that it was going lower. And again, this was on March 2nd, so I stuck with it. That trade has worked out well. Outside of that, I'm nibbling here and there, but mostly in cash and getting out of the market's way. Apple had a big downgrade today, and I know a lot of people are trying to catch that one on sale. I mean, the valuation's getting cheaper and cheaper, but this is the type of stock that buying on the way down in this type of market, you could end up sitting on some unnecessary losses, and then you're in that that situation of hoping that it's going to come back up, and if the market comes in another 4 or 5% from here, then it just kind of gets ugly.
Yeah, well, I heard that J.P. Morgan is basically going to have to go to court now about downgrading Apple. All the Apple folks are going to basically lock them up.
Yeah, well,
I'm only kidding.
The downgrade today was about one of Apple's manufacturing partners in Asia is a company called Foxconn, and their parent company, Han Hai, reported a pretty big deceleration in sequential sales growth, and so the thinking is that could mean that perhaps some of the iPhones and the iPads, expectations are pretty high that sales are going to remain very strong for these things, and the first little slip up that Apple has, this stock could really come under a lot of pressure. So I'm not sure if the downgrade was warranted or not, but Apple's been a big gainer and
huge.
Probably ready to build a base for a little while. And I don't own the stock now. I did well with it. I bought it off the early September lows. Recently took profits, and I'll be looking for another entry point, but not right now.
Now, what do you think about these oil prices, Ken?
I think, with the attention on China right now, at some point, attention is going to shift back to Libya, and there's some attention on Bahrain right now. And when that happens, I think that the short answer, I think that oil is probably going to trade in a nice little range here. I mean, the 50-day moving average for the front-end contract is right around $93, $94 a barrel. It closed today, around $98 a barrel. So I think you could probably see it trade between 93 and 105 in the near term. I'm really not expecting a meaningful jump in oil prices up to 115, 120, 125. I'm really not expecting prices at the pump to go to $5 a gallon for the premium stuff. So I think you'll see oil trade in a range again, probably between 93 and 105 in the near term.
It's amazing how we get used to that, right? When you think about it, do you know what I mean? It's, if you had said that to me even 6 months ago, I said, what? Even though it hit highs, it's like, hold it, man. But it's like $100 oil. Well, $100 oil, $3.50 premium, right? Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, listen, man, you have a great week, safe week, and of course, we look forward to speaking to you next Wednesday at 4:30.
Okay, sounds great to me. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Ken. Have a great one. Have a safe one. That's our man, Mr. Ken Shreve from TheStreet.com. We're going to be right back, folks.